ABC News contributor and USA Today columnist Christine Brennan for more on this. Christine, first off, just off the top, what's your reaction to reading these findings, and how are players reacting to this?
Diane, it's just horrifying, and it feels like deja vu in the sense that, of course, the gymnastics horrors that occurred a few years ago that have been in the news for many, many years. The parallels are extraordinary, and you kind of just can't believe that these, in this case, gymnastics and soccer, these two sports that Americans cheer at the Olympics, these athletes are the best in the world, the toughest, the strongest, they're the ones winning the gold medals, the World Cups, what have you, and that this is happening. This is this terrible underbelly of each sport. The parallels exist there, so that's just horrifying. And then I think the players feel good that this is getting out there. They're very pleased with the investigation. They've, of course, supported that investigation. And let's not forget the journalists, The Athletic and the Washington Post. Those athletes first felt comfortable talking to those journalists who broke the news that led to this investigation by Sally Yates. And so, once again, so important to hear athletes and listen to their voices, which is clearly something that this league and the federation, they just were not doing.
Now, the report says that this behavior has been going on for years. So how was it able to persist for so long? Because
the people in charge, Diane, the people who should have been calling it out and immediately firing people, they didn't do that. The culture persists, and it is just appalling, starting with youth soccer, as the report said, that to berate young athletes, young girls, physically, emotionally, and then obviously as they get older, sexually, the sexual abuse and sexual misconduct that is detailed is just, it's pages and pages. And instead of leaders, whether it be the Soccer Federation, which by the way has a new leader, the Women's Soccer League, also new leadership and many new owners. Half the owners had to leave last year in the wake of this scandal. So that's the good news. There is a changeover. But the previous people, almost all men, didn't care. They just would brush it under the rug, and it's called moving the dirty laundry around. If a guy got fired, a coach got fired, another team would pick him up, and there would be no mention of why he was fired. It is absolutely appalling that something supposed to be so good, youth sports, turns out to be something so horrifying.
And Christine, I think about parents. You know, I played both of the sports you just cited, soccer, gymnastics. I played both of them. So many of us are involved in sports as kids, as teens, etc. So how do you combat this now? And as a parent, are there any red flags or to look out for, or other things you can do if you're signing your kids up for sports?
Absolutely. Well, the number one thing is to speak out. I know, because I've watched youth sports for years, been a part of them myself, as you were, that it's very hard. A coach is very powerful. The power dynamic here is really troubling. But you have to speak out. And if it costs your kid a few minutes of playing time, or they sit on the bench, this is your child's life. This is so much more important than that. And of course, there's safety in numbers. There's power in numbers. If all the parents feel empowered to go to the people in charge of the soccer program or whatever in your city or your town and say, you got to get rid of this coach, then that should be what's happening. And my guess is that that would work. And then you've got to have a database showing these names so that anyone who's going to hire a coach can see why they were fired and hopefully never bring them back into youth sports again.
All right, Christine Brennan, always great to have you. I wish on a better topic, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.